And thanks for commenting and subscribing and blah, 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 all of that.
Why, you're welcome, Carol. Hi, Carol. This is Vicky. It's Saturday night. The kids are out. My husband's walking around the property or something. I couldn't really tell you where he's at, and I'm not going to go look for him. At least not until midnight. So I thought that I would give you a video response. And I wanted to tell you, yes, indeedy, I know just what you're talking about in regards to hot flashes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And you'll never believe this. One of the places I am guaranteed, or as some of my kinfolk say, guaranteed, to have a hot flash is the grocery store. How weird is that? Now, it used to be that I would go to the grocery store, and right inside of our grocery store, they have a Starbucks. So it was quite the little treat to get me off my butt and to the grocery store for me to go in, get my hot mocha cherry chocolate coffee, and do my shopping. But I found by the time that I made it to the deli counter, I was talking like this, and I'd talk to anybody, and if nobody would talk to me, well, I just would talk to myself. And when I talk fast, sometimes my southern accent will come out, and that's not a pretty sight. So, and I would also sweat. Oh, yeah, I'd drink that coffee, and it was so good. I'd ask for a little bit of extra whipped cream, and could you put just the large size in a super large cup so it doesn't spill on me? And yeah, so I finally figured out that might quite well be why people was looking at me a bit strange at the grocery store, and why I was sweating half to death by the time that I got to the deli counter. So I don't get Starbucks anymore, but I still have hot flashes at the grocery. Not at first, but toward the end of my grocery trip. Now, I do not know why I still do this, but when I go to the grocery, I do not pick up a few items. I go big. But, it's always been my motto, go big or go home. And, when the kids were younger, I had to shop for 6 people. That's a lot of food. And I'm getting better the past few years, but I still tend to do a lot of shopping when I go. So I'm usually at the grocery store for at least an hour. If I go to the grocery and I am only there for an hour, that is a short trip. That's a good day. Usually I'm there for about 90 minutes to 2 hours. And by the time I reach that cashier, my hair is drenched. I have to put my hair up in a ponytail on aisle 11. My makeup is sweated off. By the time that I get to the cashier, I no longer have cheekbones, and I no longer have eyebrows. And I too always, I get like a little nauseated. I will feel a little bit head spin. My heart will pound a little bit, and I have almost wondered if it's not a panic attack. But once I get home, I'm fine. And who wouldn't have a panic attack? Can I complain for a minute? Because in the past 6 months, I'm watching my groceries go up a lot. My Hershey syrup went up by 52 cents in 6 months. My Select green baby peas in a can by Stokely went from $1.25 a can to $2 a can. And that's the only kind of peas Nate likes. I used to love to buy these frozen vegetables. I think they're by like Fresh Like, but they're in a bag. They come in it's about 4 to 6 small servings of mixed vegetables. And Nate really liked those veggies. He does not like veggies at all, but I make him eat some. They used to have them on sale, 10 for $1. You know, the cheapest I have found them on sale in the past year has been 2 for $3. That's ridiculous. So it may very well be a panic attack that I'm having by the time I get to that cashier, because I know I'm going to have to write a check for $150 to $200 for 6 to 8 days worth of groceries. That's horrible. Anyway, that's my story. So yes, I do have the hot flashes. I just turned 52 last month. The thing is, my body may feel 52, but my thoughts, my brain is somewhere between 25 and 35, only smarter. Yes, much smarter than I was at that time. But I wake up and I open my eyes, and just for a brief few minutes every day, I think, oh boy, I'm going to plant flowers, I'm going to power cook and get 3 dinners done today, I'm going to wipe the walls down, I'm going to shampoo the carpets, I have 4 loads of laundry to do, then I'm going to run to the post office and to Target and Walmart, and I've got to call my sister, and after that, I'm going to scrapbook. Well, let me tell you, those things don't happen. I'm lucky to pick 2 of those items to get done. My mind says you can do them all. My body says, I don't think so. The joke around here, I told my husband this, and actually when I said this a few years ago, I was serious. I said to him, did your grandma used to fall asleep, like sitting up in her chair watching TV? And I could see him think about it, and he laughed and he said, you know, she did. And I said, you know, my great-grandma and my grandma did that too. But I thought they did that because they wanted to. I thought they wanted to take a little nap, sitting straight up, watching as the world turns. I did not know that they could not help it. And somewhere inside of their body, their mind, and their spirit, they was saying, help me. Why am I falling asleep when I am sitting up watching TV? Because that's what I do. Yeah, I fall asleep sitting straight up. And heavens to Betsy's, do not put a movie in. We cannot have family movie night anymore, because I don't care what it is. We could have a Bono marathon, and if you put a movie in and I lay down on the couch with my pillow and my blankie, I am snoring solid logs within 10 minutes. And I can't help it. My poor little grandson Nate is like, Mama, you are missing Lightning McQueen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I sure did not want to miss Lightning McQueen, but I can't help it. And if I sit up thinking that'll help, nope. One of these days I'm going to tilt forward, I'm going to fall over when I'm dozing, sitting straight up, and I'm going to bust my head wide open on this coffee table. Okay, and gosh, Carol, I've did this video twice. I forget if I told you what my favorite Christmas food is. Now, is fudge a food? Because if it is, let's just leave it go right at that. fudge. And you've seen the video I did on my fudge. I don't just make it, honey. I eat it too. But fudge is something I make only at Christmas time. Very few times over the years have I made fudge when it's not Christmas. If fudge don't count, I would have to say my other favorite food would be a baked ham with candied yams or sweet potato casserole. Oh, how I love me a sweet potato casserole or candied yams. But guess what? No one else around here, not my kids, not my stepkids, not my husband, no one likes candied yams, sweet potato casserole. So I haven't had one in probably a good 4 to 5 years because I make it and nobody else eats it and it goes to waste. So there's my favorite Christmas foods and my personal response to you, Carol. Feel better, honey, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.